If you guys want coins for FC24, make sure you check out MMOEXP.com. Their link is down in the description. They're very fast, they're very cheap, they're very reliable, and if you use my code Rema, you can get yourself a lovely 5% discount. So what's up guys, it's Ash here and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. I hope you guys are doing great today, and yeah, in today's video guys we do have some 4-3-2-1 custom tactics and player instructions, probably the most meta formation in FC24. We do post a lot of formations and tactics, but in terms of the absolute meta, the top of the top, then it will probably always be the 4-3-2-1 with the way this game is formatted. But yeah, with all that aside guys, let's get right into the video. Please be sure to drop it a thumbs up, as it does really help me out. And yeah, let's get right into the video guys. I hope you enjoy. Alright then guys, so starting off with the tactics for the 4-3-2-1. For the defensive style on the tactics, we have it on balance. Now I have this with every formation because I find it to be the most controlled. When you want to press your opponent, you are able to do so, and then when you want to drop off, you can also do that. So balanced is probably the best way to go in my opinion. For the defensive width guys, I have it on 44. Not really a specific number you need to use. I would suggest anywhere from 35 if you're really pushing it to about 40. Obviously the higher the width, the wider your defense is. I just go with 44 because I seem to like it. Isn't, again, not really a specific number, but the reasoning behind it is it keeps us in a nice narrow and compact shape, so we can block out all those attacks through the middle, but we still maintain a bit of width in the defense to cover the wider areas for when an opponent goes down the wing. For the depth guys, I'm currently rocking 55. You can pretty much use whatever you want. You can use like the 71 depth thing if you like, for example. I'm just using 55 at the moment because it's a bit higher than the default of 50, but we don't have our players automatically pressing all over the place. So 55 has been where I've been comfortable with at the moment. For the build-up play guys, we pop this on balanced as it does give you the best control when you are building up. If you want to play slow, for example, you can, and then if you want to speed up and play a bit quicker, you can also do that. So balanced is what I always suggest. For the chance creation guys, direct passing is an absolute must in my opinion because it's the only tactic which will actually allow you to consistently attack in this game. When you use direct passing, your attacking players will commit the runs, the defending players will follow your attacker making the run, and then once the defender has overcommitted, your attacker will track back so that you can cut back to them because there'll be a lot of space there. So it's a very like push forward, track back kind of movement. For the attacking width guys, we just have this on 52. Again, not really a specific number you need to use. I just find it to have, it kind of like puts my players in nice positions on the pitch. I don't like having the width too high because it makes it feel more like a 4-3-3. And I also don't like having it too low either because my players just feel like they're glued together. So yeah, that's like my sweet spot. For the players in the box, we have this on 6, so we can get a few players into the box, but we don't overcommit everybody. Then for the corners and free kicks, you can do whatever you want. I just have them on 2 at the moment. Now for the player instructions guys, pretty standard to be honest with you, but we'll talk through them anyway. For the striker, stay central and get in behind. We don't really want our striker drifting out wide. We do have like the right and left forward to kind of do that, so we want them to stay in the middle so they can always be relied upon. We also pop them on getting behind so that they always make those darting runs in behind the defense to get us as many chances as possible. This is best used on a faster player like Mbappe or even a lengthy fast attacker as well. They get the best movement in my opinion, but it's down to preference. Now for the right forward guys, we have getting behind and come back on defense. Come back on defense will make it defend in a 4-4-2 shape. So this player Mudryk in my case will come back to defend as a right midfielder, makes his defend in a 4-4-2. The reason we do this is because the 4-4-2 is one of the best defensive shapes. We have good coverage of both the narrow areas with those 2 centre mids, and then like a good coverage of the wider areas with the right mid and the left mid. So it makes us nice and defensively sound just with this little adjustment. And then obviously getting behind so we can utilise his pace to get in behind. For the left forward guys, stay central and get in behind. This is so he'll primarily stay in those more narrow channels. If you have them on balance whip, sometimes they get a bit carried away and go a little bit too wide, so I prefer stay central, but it's completely up to you. And then again, get in behind so we do utilise his pace to get in behind those defensive lines. Now for the middle centre mid guys, the more defensive minded player, we have them on stay back and cover centre. Obviously we don't want them flying forward if they are a defensive player, so this works perfectly. Cover centre so that they do primarily cover that middle area. For the left centre mid guys, the more attacking minded player, we have them on get forward, get into the box for cross and cover wing. Cover wing will make them defend as that left mid in the 4-4-2 shape, because as we discussed, the right forward will come back to defend as a right mid, and then this leftmost centre mid will defend as more of like a left midfielder. So we can afford to send them forward, and then we pop them on get forward and get into the box for cross just to get the most out of them, and then that cover wing setting. For the other centre mid guys, the right centre mid, I just leave them on the default settings and then pop them on cover centre so that they can do a bit of everything. For the fullbacks guys, it's completely up to you what you do with them, but on my more defensive one, I pop it on stay back while attacking and overlap. This is so we always have like at least 3 defenders back at a time. And then for the more attacking minded fullback, we pop them on balance, attack and overlap to give us that extra width, give us that wider option, and somebody with the whipped pass plus trait is really good here, because obviously you can send them down the wing and then they whip the balls in, stuff like that. So yeah, it's up to you what you do with that. For the 2 centre backs, we leave them alone, and then the keeper, we also leave them alone. But yeah guys, they're my tactics and instructions for the 4-3-2-1. If you guys have enjoyed or found it useful, please be sure to drop it a like, sub to the channel if you are new, and don't forget to turn on notifications. And with all that aside guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.